On 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Statler and Dempsey are settling into their van life. Dempsey is having the time of her life, while Statler, on the other hand, is still trying to process the whole thing.
Dempsey's used to living a nomadic lifestyle, but I'm gonna have to get used to no air conditioning, living in a tiny, tiny space.
They decide to celebrate their first night in the van with some champagne after the tea they tried to make was nasty. Something was wrong with the water.
Tastes like fish. That's like bad.
Today is the day they're going to start their adventure. They're going to leave England, head out to France, then Switzerland, hopefully. Statler says she's looking forward to the future and she wants to start communicating better with Dempsey, but that's just something she's not used to doing.
I'm just new to communicating in a healthy way. I think we'll be good because I believe in us.
Guess what? You will not be good. They're not good. We all know that.
We're gonna live like nomads. I just hope we don't go mad.
Moving on to Joanne, her and her boys are packing up to visit Sean in Ireland.
Today I'm going to Ireland with the boys. Assuming all goes well, this will be my last trip to Ireland because the next time I go, I will be moving there.
How do you know you're moving there when you don't even know if your kids are going to like him or not? I thought the kids came first. Liar. She trifling. She has her kids packing up their things to go to Ireland to meet this man, and they don't even know that that man is their stepdaddy.
Because I feel like my mom is really gonna want my opinion on him, so.
Oh boy, you just don't know. She's gonna want more than your opinion. She's gonna want your acceptance. Accept him as your daddy. Joanne's mom goes with them to the airport, and on the way there, she lets her grandkids know that they're gonna be her eyes and ears and let her know everything. Come back and tell me everything.
Like Grandma now. Could I have some eyes and ears there?
Joanne's best friend, Noelle, are going with them to Ireland because she wants to meet Sean too. She don't know that man. She don't know who that man is. And even though Joanne says Noelle is her best friend and that they tell everything to each other, she purposely didn't tell her that she's married to Sean, but still wants Noelle to bring the boys back home while she stays behind and spends more time with Sean in Ireland. Does Noelle even know this plan? And while at the airport, Joanne's mom tells Noelle that she also will be her eyes and ears there. So when you come back, tell me everything. I need to know. Who is that man?
You know you're my eyes and ears. I got you.
Her mom starts crying because she knows that the boys will be in for a shock of their life once they find out that Sean is their stepfather.
I already know the future. They don't. And they're about to find out that that's their stepfather.
Sean and his daughter are heading to the airport to pick up Joanne and everybody. We find out Sean doesn't have a job. He says his 9-to-5 is taking care of his daughter. So he's a bum. I hope Joanne's psychic abilities pays the bills for the both of them. He says he knows Noelle has many questions for him, and he's happy to answer all of them, only if she talks to him nice and respectfully.
If Noelle comes in all hot and aggressive, flying off the handle, I will simply and respectfully get up and walk away. I don't tolerate bull.
Oh, shut up. On the car ride to the airport, Sean says, I miss my JoJo. His daughter says, ugh, that's suspicious. You like her? That's your girlfriend or something?
Miss my JoJo.
You're sauce now.
Sauce? Why am I sauce?
Do you not crush on her?
He continues to call her his little JoJo. His daughter is about to pass out in the back seat.
I said my little JoJo.
Oh, ew, that's so cringe.
But then says that she wouldn't mind if her dad and Joanne were married. But she just don't know. They are married. That's your stepmother, girl. And I feel like she's going to have a problem with not being there when they got married. They finally get to the airport. Joanne and everybody show up. They hug, greet each other and everything. Joanne and Sean do a little interview and they talk about how excited they are for the future and for the families to finally come together. They get to the car and it's quiet. Nobody's talking. So quiet that the only thing Sean could think of to say was, can you guys understand me when I speak? After everyone says yes, it's back to dead silence. We tired. We just got off the plane. Shut up. It's Sarper and Shekinah's birthday. Yay.
I would rather eat a jean jacket.
Today is my birthday, and it also happens to be Sarper's birthday.
They somehow think they have the same birthday, just 2 years apart. But even the producers are confused.
Sarper, you were born on the 21st. And Shekinah, you were born on the 20th. Yeah. And you have the same birthday. How?
They say they have the same birthday because of the time difference between Turkey and the United States, and that they were born in the same moment. They don't be making no sense.
Time difference. It's not born in the same date. We just born in the same moment.
They also claim to be the chosen ones because they have the same birthday, but don't really because they're born in the same moment and not the same day. Sarper even admitted it. They don't be making no sense. They so stupid.
We are the chosen one, babe.
Sarper and Shekinah meets up with Sarper's family, and Sarper's father wants to know if Shekinah plans on moving to Turkey permanently. Then Shekinah starts talking about how she has to go back home to visit her daughter, how she spends 5 weeks in Turkey, then stays with her for a week in America, and that hopefully, since she'll be out for school for the summer, she'll want to go back to Turkey with Shekinah and stay for a while. Then Sarper tells his family he applied for the K-1 visa. He explains to them he'll have to go to the US for 90 days, and then after 90 days, they can get married, and that it's necessary for him to stay in America for a while after they get married.
Biz Shekinah ile beraber K1 vizesine başvurduk.
His mom is furious. She hates it. She's like, "You're my only son. I don't have any grandchildren yet. I just wish Sarper would find himself a nice Turkish girl so they can live here in Turkey."
Yoksa oğlumun tabii bir Türk kızıyla evlenip burada yaşamasını daha çok tercih ederdim.
She's pissed. She's like, would your family even support Sarper? Would they support this? Shekinah's like, I don't know. I don't think so. They don't even ask about Sarper. They never ask me any questions about him. They don't bring him up. So they're like, well, what about your daughter? Does she like Sarper? How does she feel about Sarper? I don't know. She's really influenced by her aunties, and her aunties don't like Sarper, so she don't like Sarper. Oh my God. She's crying, but where are the tears? I don't even see no tears. Her face isn't even moving. We get a flashback to remind us of how Sarper treated one of Shekinah's sisters.
You're speaking too much, Shreya.
All right.
You are so cute, but you are speaking too much.
Shekinah then has the audacity to say she doesn't understand why her family doesn't like Sarper because he doesn't deserve it. He's such a wonderful, nice person. Then after about an hour, Shekinah and Sarper gets home. They get into this really huge fight. So big, the producers had to stop by and start recording. Shekinah says the fight started while they were at the restaurant because Sarper kept insisting on buying Shekinah a vanity that she did not want.
You ripped out my hair extensions.
I didn't rip her
Ripped my
hair.
phone out of my hand. You wouldn't give
Yeah,
it
I
back to me.
took her.
Once they got home, the fight continued, and that's when Shekinah says Sarper ripped out one of her hair extensions and snatched her phone from her hand, saying he tried to make her feel like she was going crazy, saying, "I don't have your phone, where is it? Where'd it go?" But Sarper claims he never touched her. But Shekinah packs up all her things and her dog, and they leave. They head out the door, and while Shekinah is in the car, she's telling us about what happened at the restaurant, about how he kept insisting about that vanity, and she was like, "No, I don't want it." And he's like, "Yeah, you do. You're gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it for you."
Why don't you just let me buy this vanity? But I said, I don't want you to spend your money on a vanity I don't even like.
Shekinah doesn't know what the future looks like for her and Sarper. She gets to the hotel, and she's telling us that Sarper doesn't like the new her. He keeps telling her that he wants the old Shekinah back. Shekinah doesn't think she's changed. She's just now realizing that certain things are not okay. And again, she's crying, but I don't see any tears. Moving on to Corona and Ingi. Corona finally meets Ingi's parents. And thankfully for them, her outfit is very demure. Because if she was to walk in there with her titties out, she probably would have gave them old folks a heart attack. There's nothing wrong with titties out. But at the flea market, oh girl. Corona is nervous about meeting Ingi's parents. She keeps going on and on about, what if they don't like me because I'm black? And I don't even think they've ever had a black person in their house before. If it's that important, Ingi and Corona should have had this conversation before she moved herself all the way to Iceland. Corona and Ingi are in the car, and Corona is still going on about what if your parents don't like me. Ingi's trying to reassure her that everything will be okay and that they're gonna love her. And besides, my brother will be there. You already know him. You love him, remember? Everything's gonna be fine. So Corona and Ingi finally get to Ingi's brother's house. And while the three of them are talking, Ingi's mom walks in first. She's a sweet little old lady and doesn't seem like a racist at all. She bought Corona flowers and she's telling her how excited she is to meet her.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you.
Corona seemed shocked, and she seemed even more shocked when his dad walked in and he wasn't a racist either. He embraced her and even asked her if he could touch her. He didn't just go in for a hug. He wanted permission. The respects is there.
It's kind of just to have a touch. Cool. Welcome to the family.
They were even surprised that Corona knew a little Icelandic. I think that's how you say it. I hope so. Don't come for me. That's how you put in effort to learn another language, James. Then Ingi's mom touches Corona's hair. And I said, uh-oh. I hope she don't pop off. Because, you know, it's a whole thing. Do not touch a black girl or a black woman's hair. Just don't. Am I a pet to you? Don't pet me. But no, Corona didn't pop off because she didn't need to. His mom approached it in a respectful way. Besides, she's never met a black person before, according to Corona. So she's intrigued. She want to know, how do you get your hair like that? How you do it like that?
She thinks it's really pretty. Like,
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
she's just wondering how you do it. Like,
I just like
It's like rolls together.
Corona was just worried about making a good impression. That's why she had no reaction, according to Corona. She also claims she would have just cut a lock right out of her head if she asked her for one. Strange.
But I wanted to make such a good impression on his mom. Honestly, she could have asked if she could chop one off and take it home, and I would have said yes.
So they all sit down. Corona, Ingi, his parents, and his brother. They ask Corona, how long are you staying here this time? Corona's looking around like, what? Huh? I moved here.
I am shocked that Ingi didn't tell his parents that I was moving here, which I think is like a big deal.
Why would Ingi not tell his parents that Corona is moving on in? That she moved to Iceland? Left America for him? Why he leave that out? Also, Corona is not on Ingi's social media anywhere. I bet he's on hers though. It is kind of odd, but knowing how Ingi is, of course she's not on his social media.
Not that I need like an ego stroke, but like I'm not even on his social media. So it's like, my guy, like, are you proud of this relationship? Don't you want to like show your girl off?
He's never had a girlfriend before, so maybe he's not used to posting anybody on his social media. I don't know. That's between Ingi and Corona. But it seems as though Corona can put all of her worries to the side because Ingi's parents are happy with Corona. They seem to like her a lot, and his mom even said she's very pleased. They tell Ingi, you've never brought a girl home before, so why Corona? What's so special about her?
I met her. Like, everything about her, like, I adore.
He said he sees a future with Corona, and that's the most emotion we've seen from Ingi. His mom says, do you want kids? And this is Corona's response.
Yeah.
Corona and Ingi are not ready for kids just yet. I'm not even sure if they're ready for this relationship, but at least they're on the same page about kids. Ingi's like, hold on, wait a minute. We've only been dating for 4 months, which is very strange to me that Corona would up and leave her life in America, midwifery school, all that, to move in with Ingi in Iceland. But she doesn't want any kids yet either. She's like, we're not even married. How about we get married first and then we think about kids? How about that? What's going on over there in Iceland? And they're saying this in their interview, not to their face. So I think they're expecting some grandkids really soon. They're like, our other 2 kids have kids already. We have like 3, 4 grandchildren, but we want 10. We want 10. 10.
How many more do you want?
Well, she has...
Looks like Corona don't have to worry about them not wanting any black grandkids.
I know you think they're gonna love me, but worst case scenario, they're like, yo, no, I don't want black grandbabies and I don't like her.
But let me know your thoughts on these couples down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.